Kofi Folivi, welcome to Streaming Sets. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Haroon. Yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for deciding to join me on this live stream today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
We met at the Bitcoin conference a few weeks ago. What brought you to South Africa for this conference? How did you get here?
Okay. Thank you. I think I got to the conference through Herman Viva. Herman has been my mentor in the Bitcoin space, and he's been thrilled with what I've been doing and the progress of work that I've been showing. And my proof of work, he always tells me it's great. So he wanted me to be at the conferences so that I could build more on it because I was doing all those stuff without even attending any of the site conference. So that was what actually brought me to the conference.
Okay, so you know Herman for some time. You've worked with him before?
Yes, so somewhere December in African Bitcoin conference in Accra, that's 2022. That was when we first met.
You met him. You were already working with Bitcoin Dua at that time, or were you?
No, I think meeting Herman at that time was actually the time I started something. So this is what happened. A friend of mine actually paid for me to get to the conference. I went to the conference and I saw Jack Dorsey. I took picture with him. Then somewhere in the middle of the program, I walked out and I saw Herman. Then a friend asked me to actually speak with him that he believed I could do something with Bitcoin. So I worked on Herman and I introduced myself and I told him I have an NGO and I've been doing this for some time now. But listening to the presentations on Bitcoin, I believe I could have something to do about Bitcoin and I could also offer something once organizational works has been one core thing that I always do.
so you were
So
working
this is
with
how
Bit.
I go.
Okay, so you were working with Bitcoin already. You already had an NGO. What were you doing at the time?
Yeah, so that time I wasn't doing Bitcoin because I know nothing about Bitcoin. But what I was doing then was I was so passionate about community development. So, which I believe that for a community to develop, you need to we need to work on the human resource of it. The best resource any community can have it is human resource. So if we can build a quality human resource, then we would be able to turn even a lemon into lemonade. So my concentration has always been on working on the younger people, connecting them with uh, people that were from our community that have become corporate leaders in the world or in the country. I try to connect the two people, those people to back to the community in order for them to tell their story and also begin to model the young people. So that is what I've been doing for the past 20 years before coming into contact with Bitcoin.
Okay, so how did you get to go to the Bitcoin conference where you met Jack Dorsey? What was the connection between the work you were doing and Bitcoin itself?
Okay, so one of my friends who have been working with me on most of my conferences. That's I do organize a young people's conference, as I said, to connect people from our community who have climbed high to meet the younger ones who are still at base at the community. So the ABC conference or the African Bitcoin conference, their PRO was one of the key persons that always also participate or help me out in my organizing of such programs. So he told me, oh, there is a conference, and he believed getting to the conference would help me a lot. So he got me a ticket, and I'm able to make it to the conference. So that was how I get connected to the conference in the first place.
Okay, good. So can you tell me a little bit about the NGO that you were working in? What exactly were you guys doing? I know you said you'd bring together people that had done something, but how did it actually work? Where did you get your funding from and stuff like that?
Okay, thank you. Uh, in our organization, as I said earlier, we try to connect the younger to the older ones, and those that we can learn from, we actually learn from them. But unfortunately, throughout my 20 years of operation, I've never had funding from anywhere. So the little I do to earn a living, because of my passion, I always use it to promote whatsoever I believe in. And the first time ever I've had the funding was when I came into contact with Bitcoin. So that is why we progressed that fast, because we've had a foundation that we were only looking for how best we can speed up when we have the resources. And Bitcoin came in to like give the resources, and that makes us to like be moving at the speed that we are moving. Sometimes Herman always tells me like I move with too much speed, but it is not. It is because I have the right foundation. You know, when you are building and you have a solid foundation, yours is just to lay blocks and just get your building done. So that is exactly what it is. Our connection with our people makes us to build the trust that we are actually using to like build everything that we are building today.
Okay, sounds great. So what are you doing now? How is your NGO operating at the moment? What kind of work are you doing?
So as we speak now, what we do is we now blend everything with our Bitcoin operation. So now that we have the resources, we are able to buy a lot of equipment that we are training those that we are actually educating in Bitcoin to also take up technological trainings in coding in different areas that uh, we reward them. And in their training, we believe in 2, 3, 4 years to come, we would be able to build our own human resource that we can use to take on the world in any form that we can. We don't have to go and pay anyone to come and do anything for us. So we are training our young people who we sorted from different schools. Sometimes people also walk to our center. We have an education center, which we are having currently about 30 laptops. And we have trained coders that they keep training our younger ones that we are taking for classes. And this is how we are building the momentum on our NGO as well, whilst alongside building the momentum on Bitcoin as well.
Okay, I see. So your organization is called Bitcoin Dua, is that correct?
Yes, that's it.
And you guys are in Uganda.
No, Ghana. We are in
Sorry,
Ghana.
my fault. You guys are in Ghana.
Yes.
How many people are you working together? You said you've got coders, you've got, it sounds like you have quite a team with people working together.
Yes. So the staffs that we are having about 6 staffs, and out of the 6 we all have different things that we do at different levels. But when we have a, a project to run, we all come together on the project to run it as a goal, but everyone is assigned what they are to do as of what time. So we have a trainer who train only on Bitcoin. We have a trainer who like 2 trainers who train on coding for website development, then another person for coding on robotics. Then we have our technical lead person who is currently working on Bitcoin wallet that can be used throughout Ghana, Nigeria, and other African countries that are using BitSnow.
Okay, so that's your guys' own wallet that you developed yourselves, or you just working on the on some aspects of the wallet? Is that your wallet?
Yes. So we have we built a wallet that we are test running now, and it is built on the same principle of that of Tando. So virtually, people are using it, and it is working just right. You can use it to actually convert Bitcoin into local fiat, and the reason for the app or wallet behaving like that is that we want people to believe in Bitcoin. We want people to use Bitcoin, but they need to understand its money. How do they understand its money? That is when they can actually get the Bitcoin converted into fiat. That makes them to have a local currency on their hand. Then there they can tell everyone, oh, this is money because I can feel it, I can have it, I can touch it in my hand. You see it on a digital as a digital currency. You are able to convert it into fiat that you can hold into your hands. So it means whatsoever it is, people have for so long believed Bitcoin is a scam because people have used it to scam them. People have used it to like do all manner of things with them. But now we are in to like actually tell them what it is. Bitcoin is not a scam. Bitcoin is something that can actually work when you acquire it. It helps you to maintain your store of value. It appreciates in any time, anyhow. So these are messages that we preach, and for us to solidify the message, we have actually come to make sure we put in a wallet that can make people convinced to easily spend Bitcoin.
So let me see if I get this straight. You guys got a wallet where you have like either they keep their funds in Satoshis or the smallest unit of Bitcoin, or they can convert it to their local currency.
Yes, so if this is how it works, our wallet only interacts with Bitcoin only wallets, then we serve as an exchange.
Oh, it looks like Kofi has just disappeared. I think you and I are still. Kofi, are you there? Some. I hear you, but I'm not sure you're coming through in streaming. Something just happened to our Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. I think that we have lost connection. I'm going to call Kofi on the phone. So sorry about that. Sorry, Kofi. I'm sure you can't hear me any longer, but I'm calling you on WhatsApp now. Kofi, let's see if he answers. Kofi?
Hello, Arun.
Hi, Kofi.
Yeah,
I lost you on the connection and then it dropped. Do you mind if I kick you out again and then you try logging in again?
certainly. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I'm going to kick you out and then try again, please.
Oh,
Thanks. So sorry about that. Kofi is just going to try and reconnect and hopefully come back on again. Um, I just lost him for a second and I want to make sure that I get everything that he says. Kofi, can you hear me? Uh, I hear you. I'm just going to see if I can get you on the stream again because for some reason I lost you on the stream and now I'm not getting you back here. So, so it seems like we may be talking to each other. Oh no, no, there we go. Now you seem like you are back. You are back, Kofi.
Yes, sure.
I can't remember what we were talking about. Do you?
Yeah. So yeah, I was actually talking about how our wallet actually behaves.
Correct, yes. You guys
And
act like an exchange.
I was saying that yes. So you just generate a lightning address and go into your Bitcoin wallet, paste it there, and make your payment, and it reflects into your either M-Pesa, mobile money, MTN money, or any of the Nigerian wallets that uses mobile money. So that's how it operates.
Okay, so you've integrated your wallet with many of the mobile money solutions that occur that happen in South Africa in Africa, and you guys are act like an
Yes,
exchange. So you have liquidity in Bitcoin and the local currencies to be able to offer the service to your users.
yes. So we build on the API of BitSnob. So BitSnob is actually hosting us on that in order to for us to be able to like deliver that service very well.
Okay, nice. And what's the uptake of your wallet like? How many people are using it? Do you know?
Well, we are now testing, and we would say as we've started testing, about 100 people have tested it so far, and they've been giving us feedback. And we are so the feedback. Our technical lead person is trying to like do more add-ons as to like the feedbacks that we are getting.
Okay, so you guys are going to be like the Machankura of Africa.
Yes.
Okay, nice work. So, let me see. Do you how do you teach people like you know the basics of Bitcoin, how to download a wallet, how to transact? And are you guys starting some kind of circular economy too, like you saw in Bitcoin Ikasi?
Yes. So Bitcoin were actually it's an education centered organization, as well as a Bitcoin circular economy organization. We started with Bitcoin circular economy, where we started as educators, where we educate young people. First, we went around to schools to give Bitcoin education. After the school, we selected some number of school kids from those various schools, and we got them into a classroom. That is, we have our center, and we educate them on Bitcoin. And out of the education, we realized we need to reward them, so we reward them with sats. And also we onboarded some merchants who these kids actually goes to like spend the Bitcoin. And this morning when I went out, one of the merchants, our first merchant that we had, was able to store his money. And someone was telling me that he was also educating him on the money that we have introduced into a system that he is having, and he has seen the benefits. So
Oh, no, I just lost you again.
he is more education on. Yes.
Oh, sorry, Kofi. Well, I
So
just lost you for a second, but you
I
have come back.
so
You're still hearing me, right?
yes,
Okay, please go on.
yes. So I was able to like give, yeah, that's okay. It's not you, it is me. I think some calls are coming through. So we were able to like make an impact that is gradually growing. I actually even uh, were able to actually onboard even a sitting judge in our community that loves the Bitcoin and how it operates. He said he've learned about it when he traveled out to US, but he has never had the opportunity to even acquire or see how it works.
How did you get the message in front
So
of a
I got
sitting judge? Do you someone know him personally, or like were one of you guys arrested as a money transmitter and you were put in front of this judge? How did this judge get to meet up with Bitcoin Dua?
well, the judge actually, I have, because I'm a community leader as well, I have a relationship with him. So I spoke to him that I'm doing Bitcoin, and he told the story of how he got to know about Bitcoin, but he has never actually had a real experience of it. So I only use that opportunity to introduce him to Bitcoin and also how it operates. Then he bought some couple of Bitcoin on his phone and he's been using. And there are a few times that like he withdrew some to like actually use, and that is the beauty of it, because somebody wants to test Bitcoin to see if Bitcoin really it's is that money that at any time it could take any form, in as much as the person wants it in any form that he or she wants it.
Okay, nice. So tell me, you guys work, right? Do you go out looking for new people to teach? Do people come and find you? What happens with Bitcoin Dua? How do you spread the word of Bitcoin?
So we do outdoor programs. We go out to like actually host programs outside. We host a beauty pageant. We host football games. We do market open market community outreach where we try to test our local markets with Bitcoin. People spend, we take the Bitcoin to the market to buy, and people spend it, or people actually go to exchange it for fiat as they have hold the Bitcoin. And some of the experiences we've had doing that is that some people acquire the Bitcoin, or we use it to buy with them, and they keep it for the next day. And the report that they came back with was so amazing. That is, they were able to have the Bitcoin increase favorably and appreciably, that they so much appreciate that they never thought there is any money that they could hold in a day and they can have so much on it. So these are some of the things that intrigue people about Bitcoin, and it makes people to tell a good story about Bitcoin, unlike what they know it to be, because some people have used it for scam and all that.
Are there lots of scammers in Ghana where you at? Are there lots of people scamming other people using Bitcoin as the means to scam?
Yeah, we have them, but I believe most of them actually may also not be scammer per se, but they believe in other coins, and in investing in other coins, they try to talk others out to bring their money so that they invest for them, and they put it in only to realize that that is something else. Those coins actually collapse, and like the people that put their money in actually feel the bad side of it. And they call all those coins Bitcoin. So that is where it become a scam to many people as they perceive it to be.
Okay. And how do you guys raise funds for all of the stuff you're doing? Because it seems like you're doing a lot. You're doing beauty pageants, you're doing soccer games. It's quite a lot. Where do you get your funds from to run all of these events?
Uh, yeah, thank you. What I think Bitcoin Beach Africa Fund has been our main supporters in raising us funds to like actually work. Herman Viva has been of great support from the start, and we also raise funds on Gaza that we use. And one of the great things that happens to us recently is that we won the Block Discovery Grant, which has opened us up in building a whole community of sports complex where we will have a full football park, basketball court, swimming pool, children's playground, and a whole lot that would make our community lively, that people can easily walk in there to like spend Bitcoin with all these activities that will be in there.
You were showing me the plans of that during the conference, if I remember correctly. Is that correct?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, you told me they
yes.
had
I
broken
think I was
ground already,
sharing that with
right?
you. Come again?
They had broken ground already. They had started the building.
Yes. Yes, we've broken grounds already. We actually even gotten the full size of the park. So construction of the park is fully going on grass. We are growing grasses and doing the watering system. That was exactly what we were doing yesterday, up to the evening that we were still there working. And
That's
the whole community is also supporting us with that passion to make sure we have a thing that would actually attract more people into our community. And we believe that would be one of the great areas that Bitcoin can be spent as more activities will keep going on there.
okay, cool. So it's a sports complex, right? You're going to have soccer, football, different sporting events. How will people be able to spend their Bitcoin? Will you have like people selling things and stuff like that?
Yeah, so you see, most of the sporting events, like let's say if somebody wants to swim in the swimming pool, the person definitely would pay a token, and that token, preferably, we want Bitcoin. So we are also trying to like set up in our community where people can easily buy Bitcoin. So we want to encourage the use of Bitcoin in a way that people can actually go to buy Bitcoin from any vendor and come to spend it there. And when you are coming to spend on the services that we have there using Bitcoin, you will pay less than using fiat. So in this way, we believe more people will love to acquire Bitcoin in order just to spend at the center there than any other thing.
Well, you said that you'd get people to buy Bitcoin from the vendors. So have you set that up already where people can buy Bitcoin using the local currency?
Yes, so already we have some of our merchants that are already accepting Bitcoin. What they do is that they as well take Bitcoin from people that haven't, that wants to exchange it and they don't want to go direct on their own. They take it and actually give them fiat. So we have a few of our merchants that are actually operating in that area as well.
Okay, that's very interesting. So they'll accept Bitcoin and give people local currency if they need to spend. And yeah, so that way they collect Bitcoin and give out. Okay, well, thank you so much for being on my show, Kofi. I'm going to leave you to get back, but I'd love to have you on again, talk more about your project, see how you're going, and hopefully do the same thing on Nostra as well.
Okay.
How can people find you?
Thank you. Uh, on uh, on X, we are Bitcoin underscore Dua. So Dua is DUA,
What
and
does
you can get us there.
what does Dua stand for?
Community.
Okay. And Arabic, it's like prayer. Like we always say, making dua, like you praying to God. So you're praying for a big community in Ghana.
Yeah, so we are Bitcoin community in Ghana, and we are making it look real.
Next time we stream, I'd like for you to take us on a walk around your sports complex that you guys are building.
Great. That would be cool. That would be cool. And we'll so much be happy to do that.
Kofi, thank you so much for joining me on stream. If anyone wants to send some sats to Kofi, there's Kofi's QR code on screen. That's a Blink wallet that you sent me, Kofi.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
So that is
Yeah, carry
that's
on.
our blink. Yeah, that's our blink address. Anybody that wants to like support us, or anybody that wants to also support us, could go to Gaza and look for Bitcoin Education Center, Bitcoin Dua, and the person can actually contribute to our project there as well. in supporting us so we could build more for Africa.
I love it. Kofi, I look forward to seeing you again sometime soon in our country, maybe me in Ghana, having the same experience that I helped you have here, and you show me all of the wonderful sites and work that you've done there.
Certainly, certainly. We will be more than glad to host you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Goodbye.
Welcome. Bye.